Apple vs. Epic continues going, and an Albion Online Player plays a long con game. All that and more. My name's Ethos, and this is Free to Play Weekly. First off in the news this week, Twitch Prime members have a new free game offer courtesy of EA. Of course, you'll have to claim the game via Origin. EA's 3v3 shooter Rocket Arena is free for a limited time. And don't worry, it's not a weekend only thing. You'll just need to grab a code before October the 10th. After that, you'll have until November the 9th to use it. It's worth noting that since this offer requires Origin, the code is not available for consoles. If you don't already have Origin, you'll just have to go ahead and get it downloaded, and you can figure it out from there. Hyperscape's next limited time mode is called Turbo and has the appropriate emphasis on speed, as if the game wasn't fast enough. Everything is bigger and faster in this new game mode, which arrives on September the 15th. All gear will be max level, health regenerates faster, zones close faster, and crown victories will come more quickly. It should make for quicker, tighter matches where everything is more deadly and players get eliminated more quickly. The Destiny franchise turned 6 years old today, and like a lot of 6-year-olds, it had some trouble counting. The blog post announced its milestone is titled Almost 7, but don't let questionable math dissuade you from enjoying some birthday cake. No, really, cake. The blog post starts off with a lengthy recipe for Destiny birthday cake, followed by the mentions of various merchandise, a poster, mug, t-shirt, and cookie cutter set. In terms of actual game content, there doesn't seem to be any in-game celebrations, but you can still read about the 3 brand new stasis subclasses coming in Destiny 2 Beyond Light, one for the Warlock, Titan, and Hunter. And one additional game-related news in the post is that the last 2 expansions, Forsaken and Shadowkeep, are both coming to the Xbox Game Pass on September the 22nd. So if you've yet to catch up on the storylines, you can do so before Beyond Light hits on November the 10th. In the newest phase of legal argument between Epic Games and Apple regarding Fortnite's presence or lack thereof on the App Store is underway. Gamasutra is reporting that Epic will file a preliminary injunction against Apple on September 28th that requires Fortnite to be available again on the App Store, citing the irreparable damage to the developer's reputation. Epic claims that Fortnite's removal from the App Store is having a profound effect on its community of former players, with the game's removal having cleaved millions of users from their friends and families in the Fortnite community, which entirely depends on connectivity. The user outcry has been deafening, showing real harm to the public interest. In other words, making a video game unavailable counts as real harm to the public interest. Yes, Epic is actually going with that. Epic further claims that the removal of Fortnite has led to a 60% decrease in daily active users on iOS and a loss of goodwill and irreparable damage to Epic's reputation. Epic may never see these users again. According to stock market news site BuyShares, Epic stands to lose $26.7 million for every month that Fortnite is absent from this app store. Now, the core of Epic's argument seems to be the insistence that Apple is a monopolistic, that unlawfully maintains its control over app distribution and payment methods on iOS devices. Because it's unlawful, Epic was fully in its rights to break Apple's rules. If that argument can hold up in court, then Epic might have a chance and could change the App Store game forever. If it doesn't, then the irreparable damage to Epic's reputation will likely be viewed as doing of Epic itself and not Apple. And moving on to the final story, this is pretty interesting. So we've heard a lot about players stealing tons of in-game loot from MMORPGs like EVE Online. Now, most games don't have a kind of liquidity of assets that EVE offers. Now, Albion Online does come close, so maybe it shouldn't be that much of a surprise that a story has emerged about someone executing a similar plan to his guild and ran off with tons of ill-gotten loot. Massively OP is reporting that an Albion player by the name of Hephaestus worked their way into the guild's inner circle, the guild in this case being Fricks, a noob-friendly guild. Once in position, Hephaestus apparently swiped a billions worth of in-game treasures from the guild stores and made off with it like a bandit. According to the message he left on Fricks' Discord, many can be swayed and there are many rats in the alliance between Fricks and another guild called Claps. I can't believe this. Anyways, it looks like the bandit Ethos at least exhibited some decency on his way out, asking another member, probably an admin of the server, to please remove his perms and that he would not mess with any Discord stuff as sort of a way of good faith. Now, although this scam is described as a long con, one commenter on the article disagrees. Eric W. Young claims to be a member of the Freaks for about a year now, and that Hephaestus was a decent and helpful player of the guild who lost a battle mount in a fight that didn't go his way. That led to him rage quitting the game for 5 days and then blowing up the guild's assets when he returned. As Young put it, this is a story of a 19-year-old kid getting his panties in a bunch because he lost something valuable he knowingly risked and felt entitled to his money back and then some. Now, regardless if the story is true, Hephaestus being a cunning saboteur or just an angry kid, it brings up the question, is this acceptable behavior? And that moves us to the question of the week. Do you think he should be able to get away with it, or do you believe he deserves punishment and that the guild deserves its loot back? But it looks like without proper safeguards against this behavior, both the guild leadership and systems provided by the developer, actions like this might go beyond the typical risk-reward of the game that players feel like they signed up for. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you think it's fair game because there's no rules that say it's wrong, or do you think it's still a pretty shitty thing to do and you should give the loot back? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's it for this week's Free to Play Weekly. Don't forget to check out mmobomb.com for giveaways and the latest news. My name is Ethos, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.